We've partly covered this one though, but this is. You good?
You know, as long as we're having fun. I'm just imagining him waiting for that snow to melt on the calendar, and it's like he's checking off the days in the calendar.
He's coming after you.
He's coming after me.
All right, this last one. Which problems do you see most in runners? Where do they stem from, and how do you go about fixing them?
What did you just say?
Yeah, so let's just cut it here. We're done.
Which problems do I see? Which problems do I see mostly? Well, I mean, obviously
Yeah.
runners come in with, you know, foot issues, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the average runner, well, here's what I see. You know, someone will actually come in, they'll say, well, I have neck pain, but I don't care about that because I can still run with
I
my
gotta
neck
run.
pain. Yeah, I just got to run. That's just my feet and my lower legs. So yeah, you usually see someone with plantar fasciitis, shin splints, knee tracking issues, and that sort of thing. It's definitely the most common, but I would say metabolically, I still see runners don't eat enough fats. They're still too high in carbohydrates, or even just refined carbohydrates.
Even worse.
Yeah, so they might not say, they might not eat like rice and potatoes, but you know they throw, you know, they drink some chocolate milk after they work out, or they grab some soda or something like that, and it might not be overall a lot, but it's a lot of sugar contained. So I see a lot of metabolic issues where they're not eating enough fat and they're eating too many carbohydrates. But in terms of structurally, I mean, it's really a little bit of everything, but I would go back to what the shoulders are big time overlooked. And I've heard some other well-known coaches who I respect actually comment on my shoulder video that's gotten a lot of views on how that was good to see, because I think it's a big underlooked, overused area, or I should say underused.
Underused.
Yeah, missing piece of a runner's problem.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you don't run like this, but I mean, a lot of runners
Some
can.
do.
Some do. You're right. A lot of runners cannot. You know, they don't have full range of motion of their scapulas, like we've seen.
So are there any other like overlooked or underutilized areas of the body
Of
that
the body?
runners should think about apart from the shoulders? To make this our last thing.
I really don't think so. I
No,
mean,
it's a big
because
thing.
yeah, because I mean, other than that, it would be the legs. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you'll see some oblique issues and some core issues. You know, I hate that word because I think you should always be using your whole body and not isolating the core. So it drives me crazy when someone says, "Is my core weak?" No, just your shoulders, your legs, and your feet are weak, but your core is freaking
Your
great.
core's excellent.
You're doing awesome. You know, so you know, I think it's important for people to realize, you know, today in the health world, we don't talk about muscles much anymore. We talk about fascia. We talk about connective tissue. And, you know, the connective tissue of your head is connected to your organs in your body, your liver, your kidneys, and your heart. And that's even connected to all the way to the bottom of your toe. It's like a huge web-like structure in your body. So you can't underestimate how all these things function together. One of our participants was having neck pain, the guy who crashed his bike last year. And I was looking for one last thing to like fix his neck. And, you know, I have a way of assessing these things, and actually found a trigger point, a muscle imbalance on his knee. And as soon as we fixed the knee, the quadriceps problem, the neck resolved itself, and that's what gave him the rest of the motion in his neck. How is someone going to figure that out on their own? They're not.
They're not.
They're not. You know, so sometimes you're just going to get stuck because your body has compensated so much. But the point here is don't underlook anything. It's all related. You know, your ear can affect your toe. That might be a slight exaggeration, but it can.
That's a great exit line though.
Yeah, your ear can affect your toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.